Good morning, welcome to a morning review on Monday the 26th of October. This is Kim Watson speaking for Easy Trader. So looking at the euro dollar first, and as you see, the last few days we've seen a sell-off largely stimulated by Draghi's remarks and possible continued easing. This is sort of continued through Friday morning, probably could have expected, although it's late afternoon when it's later in the afternoon when it kicked off again down to the monthly S1 at the moment. Currently seeing a bit of a bounce here, but throughout the Asian session, the Chinese have announced further easing and causing equities to rally. So generally, when equities go up, currencies come down generally, but I guess when they're all rallying, the equities, not all the currencies will sell. So we're seeing a bit of dollar strength, but currently we're seeing this bounce going on through this period through the Asian session. The euro has got its weekly pivot above us, but it's pretty close already to the daily pivot, within a smidgen of touching the daily pivot. Whether or not it can sustain this push up, we'll have to see as we progress through the morning, make it a bit more sort of sense once we've seen that daily pivot hit and how it reacts to it. If it starts shoving up beyond there, well, we've got the 34 just after, but then the 50 is a reasonable distance and may seem like a reasonable target if we can get past that 34. Cable, on the other hand, let's look at this from the bigger picture. Game sold off strong again on Friday afternoon. Another bounce, but sold off so far this morning. So quite a sell-off in this morning's Asian session. Just reversing a little bit, just got a bit oversold at that point. Seeing a little bit of a kicker back up. It too has its daily pivot above us and weekly pivot above us. So there is the potential. If it can get past these 21 moving averages, if it can get past, it may run up to that daily pivot again, and maybe beyond. We've seen Carney over the weekend, the Bank of England governor, speaking and suggesting that while interest rates are possible, they're not absolutely guaranteed. So increases. So is a much softer tone, and the same with the. We've seen the same with the Swiss National Bank as well over the weekend. So no doubt we saw a little bit more weakness in the pound fall there, but at the moment it's kicking up nicely. Dollar yen. So look at dollar yen. This too, seen equities selling, so being bought rather. Been doing quite well, but now as you're seeing the currencies yen start to strengthen somewhat here. And heading back down towards its weekly pivot and back into that original range. It's much more in a trend now, so maybe we could be looking for support levels through the next day or so for continued bounce maybe. So target areas at the moment, weekly pivot below us, and more near term is that 50 moving average. Aussie dollars had a bit more of a kicker through the Asian session. Once again, it's sort of leading the way through the Asian session. Didn't get quite so sold off Friday. And Friday it really started kicking up, but it did get sold off in the later part of the day, as with most of the dollar-backed currencies. And so now you're seeing, or seeing through the Asian session, a bit of a kicker here. Already gone through daily and weekly pivots, so less in the way of targets. It's from a Saudi point of view, potentially looking a bit choppy, but if the upper markets push up, there's no reason why it can't push up as well, head up towards that R1 sort of level. Quite a lot of support around there before prior resistance levels, and you've got these spikes here, so there's certainly supply around that that 72.80 sort of price, but it could be a reasonable target and a strong target regardless. News-wise today, very little coming out. Mortgage very light in terms of news today, so it could be just one of those Monday mornings, just wait and see. Okay, hope you have a great one. Bye for now.